Hi, everyone. Today I want to talk about self-doubt, and I'm going to share some really helpful tips to support you in dealing with self-doubt. Hi, my name is Deb, and welcome to Women Reinventing Midlife TV, where we aim to inspire women over 50 to thrive in a meaningful life that you deeply desire and deserve. Self-doubt is something that troubles many of us in this phase of life, and it can seriously get in the way of us having clarity on what we want next and really thriving in the kind of life that we deeply want and deeply deserve to have. Self-doubt can come up at times when we have kids leave home and we're not sure what we want to do next. It might come up at a time of career change where we're just not happy about our career anymore, and we can't bear the thought of maybe another 10, 15 years doing that, but we don't know what we want to do next instead, or even feel unsure of what we can contribute to instead. It can even come up at times like a divorce or a partnership coming to an end. It can come up during times of loss, parents passing away, or a partner passing away. It can even come up at the point of retirement, and we don't know what that next stage of life looks like for us. Why does it come up at times like this? It comes up at times like this because our life is changing. Those roles that we've held throughout life are changing. Roles like someone's daughter, someone's mother, someone's partner, someone's friend, even the role that you've held in your work if you've had a long time career or you've been doing a job. Even those roles can cause us to feel self-doubt when they change and come to an end. And this is often because we've over-identified with what we've been doing in our life. And so when those changes happen, we feel a real shift in our identity, and we don't know what we look like or what our second half looks like beyond that. And that can bring up feelings of fear and really exacerbate that feeling of self-doubt. And then we have all the society beliefs as well, society narratives, being told that we're too old or it's too late to start something new. And if we really buy into that, it really amplifies those feelings of self-doubt and fear. But there is a way to change it, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to share four tips to help you deal with self-doubt and move through those feelings of fear and self-doubt. And the first one is to acknowledge what you're feeling, to actually acknowledge it, because too often we try to push it down and ignore it. And what we push down and ignore persists. It's kind of like that person that is trying to open the door and you don't want them to open the door and you're pushing against the door, so they just push a little bit harder. And this is what happens with those kinds of feelings of self-doubt and fear. They will persist until we acknowledge them. So it's important to actually acknowledge them and let ourselves know that it is perfectly normal to feel this way, especially if we've over-identified with the roles that we've had through life. The second tip that I want to give you is to really explore any unhelpful beliefs that you might have caught hold of that are affecting your experience of this phase of life. So any beliefs like I'm too old, or it's too late to start something new, I'm not smart enough, I don't know enough, I'm not qualified enough. These are all really unhelpful beliefs that are going to get in the way of you actually being able to gain clarity of what you want next. So really exploring what those are and deciding not to hold on to them any longer, to let go of those beliefs and adopt some new, more empowering beliefs. Now, if you're finding this content helpful, remember to subscribe to this channel and click the bell for notifications so that you're notified when the next video comes out. Your subscriptions are really helpful to us because they help us continue to support you with this kind of information. And so tip number 3 is to reflect over past transitions, because this isn't the first transition that you've had in your life. You've had plenty more before this. Transitions like finishing school and starting your new job, transitions like when you left home and went and lived by yourself, or moved into a new partnership, or got married, transitions like, you know, getting to that stage of life where you feel like you're ready to buy a new home. You know, those kinds of transitions, they're all transitions. So it's looking back over those transitional points of your life and looking at how you handled that. You know, how you had exactly what you needed at that point in time to help you through that transition in the best way that you possibly could. Because we've always got evidence in the past, but we're generally not focusing on the evidence that's empowering. We're focusing on the evidence that is disempowering. So it's really about reflecting back over the different transitions you've had in the past and how well you actually handled those, because you would have handled them well, because that's how you got to where you are now. And then tip number 4 is to create space for yourself. Get yourself a pen, get yourself a journal, and sit down and explore who you are right now without all those roles and labels. What makes you you? What makes you who you are now? All that makes up who you are now, your skills, your qualities, your strengths, everything that makes up who you are will allow you to see what you still have to contribute to this world. And that's going to give you some clarity around what you want for your next stage of life. If you found this content helpful, please remember to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications so you don't miss out. Thank you for joining me. Remember that this is your phase of life for you. This is your next chapter. It's time for you to discover who you are now, get clear on what you want to do next, and create the kind of purposeful, meaningful life that you deeply desire and deserve, and to thrive in it. Lots of love to you, and I will look forward to connecting with you next time. Bye-bye.